Ride it up. It's Big Toe and Ridiculous coming your way for some ear candy. You'll have a pleasant day. Oh, you will. With Mark it down and write it up. Mark it down and write it up.
Big Toe and Ridiculous! Woo!
Yay. Ridiculous here.
It's about time.
A little late on that intro, weren't you, Burgess?
Ah, what are you gonna do?
Let's farm it out to somebody else.
Burgess is getting replaced on day one?
Not as producer.
We'll still have you look things up.
Let me guess, I'll be the fluffer.
That's going to take a while.
I'll tell you in 15 minutes. Well, I don't know. I was with a girl with a shy pussy the other night. Have you ever had one of those? Like,
Shy
you
pussy?
You got to beat that shit open. Like you're putting knuckles in there.
Yeah, like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
I assume Cousin Aaron went through something similar.
I've been through that, but it's usually I don't know which fold I'm in. I thought it was the pussy.
Thought it was a pussy, but
I think the
it
elasticity
wasn't.
told you more than you wanted to know.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a knuckle duster to find the wet spot.
Burgess, get the t-shirts printed up. I love that line.
I'm on it.
That's perfect. All right, so what's going on? What's recent? What's current? Hey, Ben.
Shit, just wait for the world to blow up, you know, like everybody else.
It's fucking coming.
Is that happening?
It's happening.
I bury my head in the sand. Literally, I have a litter box at home. Bury my head in the sand. I don't come up till the morning.
No, I don't either. I'm just more pissed off about just everyday people driving cars and trying
Everyday
to wreck
people.
me off the road.
Wasn't that a song?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we did. You know, we did lose another one. We did talk about in our RIP episode. We lost the man.
The man.
I mean, he made Blue Velvet, sir.
Oh, Lynch.
Yeah, right.
That was a while back. Shit, we forgot all about
I
him.
completely forgot about him.
I guess he didn't suck enough Hollywood cocks to actually be...
that hairstyle would say differently,
Yeah.
sir.
But not for lack of trying.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was my David Lynch impression. Thank you.
That's tremendous. How do you think he got the straight story made?
What? Yeah,
There's
I guess.
no way. There's no fucking way you're gonna give him $18 million for that.
Yeah, let's get two 90-year-olds and ride a tractor.
Right.
That's a good premise. Why I have not seen the movie yet.
That's true.
It's like, can you please?
He was
tell me-
Oscar nominated, and I believe the movie was too.
It's like, what are the pitch?
That's how you know it's rigged.
The fucking pitch.
The pitch alone. He had to be pitching to get that kind of street cred.
That
to be
that
fair, he had
appeals to 25% of the bucket list people.
Well, all right, so.
That's about 3.
Well, the Academy, though, that's only 10%, but that's all that matters.
Old David Lynch, though.
All right,
He had some
your
good
favorite
ones.
Lynch movie? Don't go with the cocky one.
There's they're all like kind of right there, you know. Firewalk with Me, of course, but everything else is right there.
Tremendous.
'Cause Firewalk with Me. If you're in the story, I mean, it's a great movie in itself. If you don't even know anything,
And I want to say I saw the movie without seeing the series, possibly.
same
But
here.
it ties
Same
up-
here.
it
I went
ties up.
backwards. I went
Ties
backwards
up
too.
perfectly. Who was watching it in 1990? I mean, you know, the hip kids, but not I, sir. I was 13.
Yeah, we were young, and they were lucky enough that stayed on the air. That kind of shit.
2 years, right? I remember seeing the Elephant Man on TV way back in the day.
I'm not an animal.
I don't remember anything about it. I remember it being on because that's back in the day. That's what you had
Oh.
was the 7 o'clock movie on Sunday nights. I did see Dune in theaters, and I'd like to ask him for my $6.50 back because I had seen Return of the Jedi like 10 times, and the trailers for Dune with Sting and Max von Sydow and everything, and everything looked amazing. It was nothing fucking like that.
No.
I've never seen Dune, but my dad hated it.
That's tremendous.
He loved the books. He
There you
loves
go.
the new versions.
Way off.
Yep.
He
That's
was
always the
angry
thing.
about it too.
You know, real quick, the new versions, hot fire. Real
That's
good.
what
Both
they
of them are
say,
good.
but
Both of them are good.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
was going to
couldn't
go
get
back
into
to what's the other Lynch you just said?
Blue Velvet.
No,
Straight Story?
no, the one right with.
Fire Walk with Me.
God damn it.
Lost Highway.
No.
Mulholland
Not
Drive.
to be confused with Mulholland Drive, exactly.
We're
Show
just
me the
nailing
differences in
all
those
the
two
fucking
movies, please.
Lynch movies now. No. I was going to go backwards.
I like the
Let's
differences.
start beginning. Let me bring up David Lynch. Continue on. I'll be with you. in a second.
Eraserhead.
Oh, I was going to talk about the Elephant Man. That's what it's going to
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought the Elephant Man was going to be a scary movie, man.
Sure.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fucking Elephant Man.
Right.
And then you plug that fucker in and you're like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, Hopkins was pretty scary.
Well, it's a decent movie now, but it still isn't great.
Mm.
No. Fucking balls face. That's gotta suck.
That would be an unfortunate way to live your life.
When the alternative is looking like Jason and Freddy Part 2.
And he gets all the pussy compared to you, right? He gets voted prom king every year. Jason Voorhees. And we're like talking Part 8 Jason Voorhees, like in the water. That guy.
You know he smells like sludge, like the
That's-
bottom of a trash can.
I think he always did. There's no way he could have showered. You see him showering and putting that suit back on?
No.
I don't want to devolve from this.
That's why
How
it's
the
stuck to
fuck
him.
can they open the camp every fucking year for 7 years?
Well, they call
I
it
don't
something
understand
different.
it. Doesn't matter. You close that place down.
It's camp non-blood.
Right, exactly. If the Valeska Axe Murder House has never been rented out again, I'm pretty sure the Camp Blood would never have been rented out again.
Oh.
Much less 6 times. 7 times?
But they do rent the Bliska
That's
house murder.
What I'm saying. They promote it like that.
I know.
And there hasn't been another Axe Murder since,
Nope.
to our knowledge.
Just slab of bacon.
Yeah.
So,
What else do we miss from Lynch?
well, start with Eraserhead. Get into
Yeah.
it. What's your thoughts on Eraserhead? I tell you what, I like
I
David
think
Lynch.
you should have sprung for color.
I watched Eraserhead and I was like, everybody says this is cool and trippy. I watched it and I want that 2 hours back.
Exactly. Sprung for
think-
color and a haircut.
I think Eraserhead's got to be like when you're tripping balls or doing something that you
film it? Sure.
No, to fucking watch it too.
Oh, yeah.
To just figure something out about it. Like, oh, this is what it's about. You got to go to a different dimension for that. Maybe he didn't know what he was doing. Same with Lost Highway. He didn't know what he was doing.
I don't
It
think
didn't
I don't think
seem
you have
like
an
it.
ending in mind for Lost Highway. I've seen it and I don't get
But
it.
then you
which is fine.
you trust the motherfucker because he comes like Wild at Heart was incredible.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Willem Dafoe fucking how that would he blow didn't he blow the front of his face off with a
Cage.
shotgun? I forget how that went. But yeah, Willem Dafoe was the villain. So yeah, he come out with like bangers, right?
Yeah.
Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart,
Yeah,
Firewalk with Me, all those three in the mid to late 80s.
right.
And then what
Well,
happened?
Dune was his big blockbuster that didn't work. They gave him a budget. But then he came back with Blue Velvet right after that. Like 86.
Quiz time, number 1. Boys, what year would you say Eraserhead came out, his first feature-length movie?
I might say 78.
1978 is Ridiculous's guess. Big Toe?
Big Toast says 80.
1977. We're going to give it to
So
Ridiculous
catchy.
with the
Yes.
most closest answer.
Shit.
Yes.
I
right.
didn't know there's a winner.
What was his next movie? In 1980,
80 is his next movie, so that's
Elephant Man.
Elephant Man's 82.
Elephant Man. Very
That was
good.
one.
Very good with the Elephant Man.
Is it Dune after Elephant Man? Or is it
Dune after Elephant Man, 1984. Look at the big brain.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
That was 4 years later.
Well, then we
This guy wasn't working.
then we get into the Blue Velvet and
Blue
Wild at
Velvet,
Heart. Wild at Heart.
1986.
Wild
Wild
at
at
Wild
Heart.
at Heart, 1990.
And what? And then Lost Highway.
93
Nope,
was
you
Firewalk
missed
with
one.
Me.
Uh,
Firewalk with Me was 93.
You,
there
you
an-
forgot 1991, 1992. It was on TV.
Twin Peaks.
that's in Twin Peaks.
That was Twin Peaks. And what was 1992?
Firewalk with Me.
What was that? Ridiculous.
Firewalk with Me. I'm sorry, what is Firewalk with Me?
That is correct.
Perfect. I didn't hear the music. And then I want to say it's Lost Highway, then Mulholland Drive, or do I have those backwards?
No, you are correct. 1997, Lost Highway.
He starts banging them out because then he does Straight Story like in 99 or 2000.
I'd never even heard of that one, but you're right. 1999, Straight Story.
was
Yeah,
up for an Oscar.
three movies that were like over 2
Two
hours.
of those are for him, one was for the studio.
So-
I'm gonna say, and you can choose which one.
Well, he did
It's
sign. He must have
seems like-
signed like
You must have
something
signed
for
the
the
Satan
devil.
deal.
You know, it's
Right.
like these are the 3 movies you got to watch in hell,
That's
motherfucker.
tremendous over and over. Right.
And you got to figure them out before you get into the promised land, son.
And then people started sucking David Fincher off, and David Lynch fell off the. I'm sure he did something else. I'm trying to think of what it was have been.
So you got Mulholland Drive. That's
Yeah.
2001.
Okay.
He has one more movie from 2006. I've never heard of it.
He had one more. I don't.
He had one more.
I think I've heard of this, but I can't.
You guys don't remember Inland Empire?
Oh, yeah, that piece of shit.
Don't.
I tried to watch it. No,
awesome.
it was like one of those ones where you're like, fuck, man, we're fucking 45 minutes into this. And
Where
it's
would you put it against the Thin Red Line with Terrence Malick?
the same?
That's unfortunate.
Like, we're still doing this? Fuck.
I feel like
I'm watching a mosquito suck blood out of a goddamn orangutan's dick hole.
I thought the Nicolas Cage references were over. I think you mean Vampire's Kiss.
you guys remember the Lost Highway soundtrack? You remember
do.
jamming that?
Yeah, Trent
Nine Inch
Reznor.
Nails.
Reznor, right? Yeah.
Nice Nails, a little Marilyn Manson.
Really, I forget that. That's interesting.
That's what came
Best
up.
movie soundtrack from the 90s. And I want to say Demolition Man is excluded.
You gonna
Not
exclude
Demolition
that
Man.
one?
No, sorry.
Well, The
Demolition
Crow.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Crow would be the one to exclude if you're gonna exclude.
I was thinking Judgment Day. My apologies.
Judgment Night.
My
It's got
apologies.
some good ones on
It's got
it.
some bangers, dude.
It was a good.
And then,
Yeah, I suppose The Crow would be the second one. I thought Natural Born Killers
Escape from LA.
underrated.
All right.
MBK was good.
We need to slow down. We need to slow down. We need to pick one at a time. Let's start
David
with The
Lynch.
Crow. No, not David Lynch. The Crow.
Yeah.
Who do you want to start with? The Crow or Judgment Night?
I would say The Crow's disqualified because it had 4 hits from 4 huge bands at the time.
Yeah, there was a bunch.
I love
They even
Judgment
had-
Night.
Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots. Violent Femmes had a killer song.
That's nuts.
Yeah, The Cure.
You'd never
The
hear
Cure?
that, ever.
What, Violent Femmes had a banger?
You would have heard that in
Killers.
87.
Violent Femmes would banger.
I didn't know they played instruments. Besides
I didn't know they
that.
tag teamed some poor roadie.
Oh my God, why?
They must have enforced them to play real music instead of sticks,
we're fucking outta
sticks
here.
and bongos.
God damn it.
Baby, go on. Blister on my cock.
Man, that would be rough. Blister on your cock.
I've had blisters on my lips from the Missouri heat.
Jesus Christ.
I looked like Mick
You
Jagger
worked.
one summer.
When you worked out.
These things were popping and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? No, that wasn't a disease. Don't think that. Come on.
I got a
I should have
blister
shut
on
up.
my cock.
Right. That was 16. That was a long time ago.
No.
Until this blister
This white boy
pops.
working the sun for fucking.
I don't know what would be more relief, the coming or the blister popping. I'll be honest with you. That's a rough one. It depends on the lotion you're using.
Well,
Kiss
Because
me,
the lotion
baby.
gets in there.
Kiss me.
Oh. You ever kissed a girl with a zit inside of her mouth? I mean,
Inside her mouth?
I haven't, but that sounds unfortunate.
fuck?
oh, that's called a cold sore.
That sounds unfortunate.
Or you were dating the predator. I don't know.
Wow, there were a few nights.
So recipes-
Live in Mosquito Creek and going up with a spaceship, and you see the other people, carcasses. I'm not getting out of this, am I?
Nope.
Oh.
Are we gonna put David Lynch in the ground and rest him to pieces?
I mean, I think we could.
I gotta
He
tell
did
you,
all right.
I was kind of late to the party. Like I said, Eraserhead, not a fan.
Yeah.
I did watch Twin Peaks like very late, like since I had my house. So it's
Right.
been in the last 7-8 years.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like the movie The Fire Walk with Me.
That was great.
I remember Lost Highway and Mulholland Drive, but those have been 20 plus years ago, and
That's
I watched
the
them.
one with the midget in the camera. There's you, there's Giorgio.
Yeah.
What's with the midget in the
Yeah,
camera?
yeah.
The fuck's that with
Why
that
is it
guy?
calling? Well, yeah.
And the phone's ringing, and he goes
Yeah.
back in time. And
Yeah.
Lost Highway's all over the place for me.
And that's before that.
And I've seen it.
What's his name?
Sober.
Robert.
I don't remember
What's the killer?
anything about either of them.
The dude that went to prison. That played in
Be
the
more specific.
in Lost Highway. The dude
I'm
that,
sure a lot of people in that movie went to prison.
Robert. What's his name? That went to prison.
Oh, yeah, he killed his wife.
Robert Blake.
Robert Blake, yeah.
Went to prison for
Forrester.
killing his fucking wife.
Yeah.
Like what, a year or two after that movie. So
What?
what the fuck? Maybe that shit is like
Oh, he was in it?
involved. Maybe Lynch
He's the
knew
one holding
about
the
it and
camera.
put it in the movie. That's why it's so
Black hair.
confusing to everybody. But only the Hollywood elites know what it's really about. It's about Robert Blake killing his wife and
Well,
David
Christopher
Lynch
Walken helped Robert
filming it.
Wagner
Dave-
Yep.
cover up the murder.
And Ashton Kutcher had a fucking production assistant served 6 years for a DUI.
Well,
you know?
you can't be driving. I gotta get back to that 70s
Or
show. 19.
manslaughter or something.
It was manslaughter.
Yeah.
Fucking A. I don't remember Lost Highway or Mulholland Drive. I remember watching them. I know I watched them at your place. It's probably fucking both of them when you're in your mom's basement. Those were back in those days.
That was VHS days, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Early DVD
On a
days.
19-inch RCA TV. Can you imagine how bad?
Man, Tecmo popped on that, though.
With 7 dudes
Dude, I was
watching
tripping
it.
balls watching Terminator 2 thinking it was the best thing in the world on a 19-inch RCA TV.
That's tremendous.
Can you imagine? My head would have been blown off
Well,
right now with a fucking 80-inch TV with the surround sound and shit.
right.
Oh,
You'd be like, oh my God,
It's
I
a
can't
different
take it.
It's a different world. You know
My
what you need?
VHS looks amazing.
You know what you need? Jesus.
The Lord bless thee, and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. Numbers 6:24 and 25.
Oh, the Lord. The
God.
Lord.
Kiss my fat pimpled ass.
I thought that was 634.
I hope to give him time. Proverbs 6:34. Kiss my.
Proverbs 6:34. Kiss my white pimpled ass. And Joseph said, "You fuck my wife one more time without me in the room."
We have some words.
Right.
It's on, God.
So Joseph was a cuck, basically. He's in the chair, the motel chair.
Hey, God, if you're going to fuck my wife, would you wear a rubber for fuck's
Yeah,
sake?
come on now. This is unnecessary.
Put that eucalyptus plant on your pecker.
Yeah.
That's for the blisters.
Oh.
Full circle.
There we go. And with that, David Lynch, we bid you adieu.
Oh, David
What was he like?
Lynch.
Yeah, he was almost 70, was he?
Yeah, he
In
was up
cocaine
there.
years, I'm sure it was 98.
He was up there.
Turn the knob. Oh yeah. Turn the knob. Turn the knob, son. Yeah. All right. Intermission time. We gotta stretch our toes. Big
You
toes.
only got the one.
Yeah, stretch that big
You
toe.
only got the one.
Ridiculous. You need to stretch any ICs out. Yeah. I get it.
Oh, man. Oh, this toenail gonna come off.
We're becoming old now. It's
Gotta
time
cut
for our 20-minute workout segment during the podcast. Are you ready? Yeah. I got 5 pounds in my right hand. I got 5 pounds in my left hand.
I'm going to put 5 pounds on your head. Zip.
Forget it.
All right, come on now. Oh, that was glorious. All right, so
He's
We got
making
some-
ribs.
we got some current events. We got some text messages. We want to read some text messages.
Oh, I saw Moby today.
Okay, there we
Yesterday.
go. Sit down, Bo. We got a Moby story.
No, we don't have a Moby story.
You just see. Well, you seen him. That's a story.
It was a Moby sighting, like a Sasquatch.
Oh, like he was walking through the woods.
I was pulling out a high V, and I was like, that looks like Moby. And it's like, that is Moby. So I got my camera out and got some close. He was going through the parking lot on his cart. He put his foot on the cart and started scooting around the parking lot. Lazy son of a bitch. You need to walk.
Scoot your grocery car.
He's the only skinny nigga with diabetes.
You got places to be, Moby.
He is going
Scoot.
for mayor again. Did you know this? Yes.
I'll
Just
bet he
assume.
do.
Just assume.
Good luck with that, sir. Good luck to you, sir.
Give him
Little does he know that me and Bo are going to do a campaign.
Literally, we're aping the movie campaign.
Yep.
The one with Reese Witherspoon.
Will Ferrell, are you thinking election?
Oh, okay.
Will Ferrell and Galifianakis.
That is a pretty good movie.
Yes, yeah. Chris Klein.
He
Oh,
comes, bangs his old lady. He's like, right there. I'm sorry you banged my old lady.
That's tremendous.
no, you're not.
Back to the Jesus cuck chair. You just gotta
But
take
the Lord your
there we
God
go.
is he that goeth with you, to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. Deuteronomy 24.
There you go.
Yeah.
Animes.
Let me tell you something about this Bible stuff.
Holy bibble ain't nothing but a bibble. And you can take your bibble and you can dribble on it, but you still just got a bibble. And it's nothing but a bibble. It's an old crusty bibble with a little bit of dribble.
Thanks, man. You ever had to take a piss so bad and like your dick becomes an accordion, basically?
You ever had to take a piss so bad and like your dick becomes an accordion, basically? It's got a little bit of dribbling out. You're like, fuck. Like it's an accordion.
I've done that. And
Sucks.
sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and just piss your pants.
I've only got the 2 pair.
You gotta say, I'm sorry, I spilt my 32-ounce Mountain Dew in my lap. I gotta put my fucking pants out on the air dryer tonight.
I got a size 48 jean. Ridiculous, don't play around. I can only wear 2.
Gentlemen, have either of you embraced the bathrobe? For, morning you're just hanging around, you stumble out of bed, maybe you're wearing boxers, maybe you ain't, but you throw on the bathrobe and you just hang around.
My kids don't need to see the window of a butcher counter. Just
Well, we don't have that luxury
come
yet.
on now. Not yet.
And they learn something.
Yeah, they were,
I've tried that, but I got 2 gays living across the street. I don't need a fucking fan club over here.
What do you think, they're going to record videos? So he came out again today.
I
and
don't care if they record videos, I just don't want them coming over here.
Bill, Steve, we've had this conversation.
Can I flick your beans,
I
sir?
don't care how much brisket you bring me.
That's the fence is there for a
That's the
reason.
only meat
That
I
is
eat.
the fucking borderline.
So I bring this up because the other day I was rocking the bathrobe, as I so often do.
I can.
You can imagine. Can you
No,
picture it?
I didn't want to
Picture
say
that big gut.
I have to know 2 things: color and logo on the left.
No
Is it
lo-
initials?
No logo
Okay.
on this one,
Okay.
and it is dark blue.
Okay, perfect.
And, it's a fuzzy bathrobe. I also have a thin one that's from Snoop. It says Dog Supply on it.
I was
It's
gonna
from
say,
Snoop Dogg.
where's the Ameristar?
That's the backup. So I was wearing the fuzzy
back
blue
up.
one.
I'd be wearing that shit all the time.
all time.
It's thinner though.
Sorry.
There's a thick one
yeah.
and there's
Well,
a thin
You got to
one.
be comfortable.
Treat it like a lightweight sports coat. Just pop it on.
The Snoop Dogg one is like something a boxer would wear when they're coming into the ring.
That's fantastic.
So if I'm ever in a boxing, if you ever would have cast me as a boxer, that's what I
If you
wear.
got some shy pussy, just slap that bad boy on.
And give it the old knuckle duster.
Exactly. Right.
So
And that's not the Raleigh fingers, ironically. He had the knuckle duster too. That's not the same thing.
That's what
Yeah,
they
he
call it.
hurt some
Callback.
motherfuckers with that though.
He did.
Callback.
He'd twist them in. He'd put their butthole on top.
So I was rocking the fuzzy bathrobe. I go
He
into
did the
the
reverse bowling ball. I think that's worse. You're rigging your middle finger and then your thumb in the pussy. Come on, that's worse.
He's going on about the bowling ball
The
again.
reverse bowling ball, sir.
You gonna start talking about?
That's you're gonna throw that up in the ceiling.
Remember the recording where you mentioned the bowling ball and Jerry was like, "I've been told my dick is like a pickle, thick like a pickle."
I assumed he meant the balls.
So I tried to
I
give him,
sliced the dill.
Yeah.
I tried to give him the nickname Pickle, but it didn't stick.
No. I'm sure it smelled like a gherkin.
So
We don't like
anyway,
any of the nicknames we give him. Damn it.
so you know how the bathrobes you got to tie
Pierce
it.
Brosnan.
I think it needs.
Pierce Brosnan.
I think he said beef Bronson.
So you got to tie the
I
bathrobe
did. I
in the
did
front.
say that.
So I'm taking a leak, and I don't realize that the tie from the bathrobe is hanging right on the front of my dick, and I'm sitting there pissing down the thing into the toilet the whole time.
I thought you would have tied
And
it off like a tourniquet.
Well, you do, but
He
You
didn't
only
know
get 3
about
ounces
it.
of urine this time around. I
he's
want to hold on
saying
to
it
it.
wasn't a little bit. When I realized when I was done and I finished, I had to wring it out.
God. Your
Jesus.
penis?
Well,
There's ways around that. It's not a sponge.
that's sometimes you have to do that, but I'm talking
I mean,
specifically about the bathrobe tie.
I would like to market the fact that I coined the term for hands as God's napkins.
They work for everything.
Burgess, write that down. God's napkins. I want to trademark that.
God's napkins, otherwise known as the Shroud of Turin, where you wipe your shit.
It all washes off the same. This washes off so much cleaner than towels. You try to get shit out of a towel. You get shit out of your fingernails, maybe. But your hands, take nothing.
By
That
the way,
shit's embedded.
Yeah.
the religious relic, the Shroud of Turin,
Literally.
You're finding a fingernail on me, son. I ain't playing around. I'm like the mummy when I'm in there. I fucking wrap it up 8 times. It's like a plunger.
I don't get shit inside my fingernail. If I do, I make sure I clear that shit out. I chew that fucker off.
Is that the cocaine reference?
they tested the Shroud of Turin recently, and they found that it was made in medieval times. That's right, the religious relic, the Shroud of Turin, scientifically proven to be a medieval-aged fake. A fake! trying to make up some Jesus?
Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Deuteronomy 31:6.
You need Jesus.
No, that's bullshit.
Bird just needs some Jesus.
Nah, I need some Jesus, all right.
Kenny's been writing a new tune called "You Need Some Jesus."
And it's Jesus the name of a dildo.
It does have brown hair.
We'll save that for another one.
I've got a Beavis.
Dildo?
Well, no, but
That thing's got to be jagged at the top.
Well, you could grease it up, I suppose, but no, it's just a Beavis.
Punish yourself too much.
It goes all up in your ass pipe.
Hey, it's dark in here.
I can't finish with the talking, I'll be honest with you. I have to turn it off. I leave him embedded, but I turn it off.
Yeah, okay. Right, all right, okay. So what else you got?
We got to finish that one up. Uh-oh.
Is that
All right,
Keenan
so
coming
I
up?
think your walker is back.
Let it go. Let's see.
Did you have you ever played bingo before?
Bingo? Sure.
My grandma used to take me to bingo all the fucking time back in the day.
But it was handicap bingo, that's the problem.
I wasn't handicapped.
Your bingo card
You were
was...
taking all these people's money?
I was just eating pies and stuff. It was funny though. My grandma would always yell "bingo," and
And not have a bingo? She was just peeing the heel?
she'd have 40 cards there.
Oh,
Everybody
sure.
else would have like 6.
Sure.
So she'd be a winner a lot.
She'd buy the table.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you bet 50, you might win 20 every time.
But she would go just so proud like "bingo," and everybody would turn their fucking heads, and I would just, I'm gonna eat my lemon meringue
Did you ever
pie.
win?
I always won.
I don't think I ever did, yeah.
No, I never played bingo.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean in life. Of course Big Toe's winning in life. Look at this man.
All right.
I'd kill him for his head of hair.
I got a place to start.
Oh, Jesus. That's not the good one.
That's
So how
Jurassic
about-
4,
how
Naked
about-
Pterodactyl 2.
How about from the text thread? Let's start with Josh with a dreamy look on his face, flashed his testicles in a photo with the comment,
It's
"Look,
classier than it sounds.
it's fuzzy." It said,
I don't think that's the camera's fault, sir.
you know the camera adds 10 pounds.
I don't think it did. I think it's...
Well, look at them. They're huge.
That's unfortunate.
It's a close-up.
That's unfortunate.
And she say, "Look at me. Love me."
It looks... Oh, no. It looks like a padded bra.
Oh. Bo, you said that's a Christmas card printed up.
There, it's perfect. Send that out to your exes.
Hey, besides the Christmas card, that could be the new album cover.
And it should be.
Nuts below the chin. Curtis Cherrywood says, "Nutsack canopy."
That's even better.
Bo, that's tremendous. Get 2 popsicle sticks.
You don't want to tape them, though.
And then
There's
Josh,
some athletic tape, too. Not scotch.
Josh says, "These nuts aren't offensive. They're silky, smooth nuts. They please your eyeball souls."
Man.
I said that?
Yes.
Hold on now.
Funny.
Hold on
That's
now.
pretty funny.
Eyeball souls.
We got an important call here. Oh.
Keenan had an unverified absence in EE today.
What?
No!
Fuck his shit up.
What? Did he go to Godfathers?
Probably.
What do you mean unverified?
me
Was he
look-
there or not?
Let me look at the fucking bank
You
account.
call him now. You call him now.
See if
Get
he
him
spent
here.
$28 at McDonald's again.
$20 at McDonald's. That's a fine meal right there.
It is. I think
That's
he got
a fine meal, Sailor.
Yes, he did.
Skip P
Oh,
went
he
to
only
McDonald's.
spent $7 at McDonald's today.
Well, you know.
That motherfucker's gonna get fat.
Hey, $7 is nothing.
Well, that's nothing, but he's been spending $30 every 2 days.
He just wants to be like his Uncle Doug.
Yeah. Couple quarter pounders.
These nuts, I'm going to back up. These nuts aren't offensive. They're silky smooth nuts to please your eyeballs' souls. Bo says, work that into a lyric, because that's a Boys to Men jam waiting to invade the airwaves.
Know it.
Now, baby, just lay down and rest and let me plop these big boys down upon your eyes. Yeah, you feel better, bitch, don't you? Is that in the right style? Says Josh. Bo, you passed up on the cheap line, and that deserves applause. Shut up, Ophelia. Laughing my ass off. They follow us up perfect, very tap. Josh says, I'm out of lyrics. I always go for the twitty twisters. Titty, not twitty. That was my thing, the twitty.
Conway Twitty Twister.
Yeah.
Conway Twitty.
I'm out of lyrics.
Conway
I always
Twitty
go
and the
for the
Twitty Twister.
Conway Twitty and the
Conway
Twitty.
Twitty and the Titty Twisters.
And they're a hard rock, speed metal rockabilly band.
Conway Twitty and the Titty Twisters.
We got the big afro wig,
That's
the
tremendous.
brown one that looks like it. That's my next Kenny Appletree video.
That's good.
Josh says, you can always say down at the bay and eat some hay with your friend Charlemagne, but we're not listening to Sweet 98. Bo, now I want to look up for an FM radio. Now I want to look for an FM radio. Josh,
98, son.
shit, I got you. Comes with the CD and a cassette with a fresh cut of Dirk Fruit. That's how you keep fans base. That's how you keep a fan base. Motherfucker stole my coat, says Bo.
Fucking stole my coat.
Bo
Still have
again.
the copies?
Josh says a weird
You
photo.
clean those up and put them on YouTube.
Yeah,
too.
because they're rough. They're tape.
Well, they're tape, but I mean, get them good.
Oh, I've got it.
Get 'em good,
I've
right?
got MP3s of it.
Did Kelly Wood sign off on the Masters?
Ye shall walk in all the ways
I don't
which
know,
the
the
Lord
bass
your
line was
God
pretty-
hath commanded
You
you,
might have to,
that ye may
we might
live,
have to throw
and
them
that it
in.
may be well with you, and that ye may prolong
I think
your
that's
days in the
overpaid.
land which ye shall possess.
The yields is a
Deuteronomy
nickel.
5:33.
Oh. Put some
Keep
gravy
the
on it.
popular zeitgeist for 20 years.
Then Josh says, I think he was the first one to get a third tit on his back, just from sitting and eating biscuits and gravy and a half dozen scrambled eggs.
He doesn't budge.
Bo, his back looked like a cartography map as it was. Curtis, that's pretty good. That's clever.
The pimples.
A
That's not
cartography.
bad, yeah.
That's part of the stank factor. That always mixes together.
Oh,
Curtis jumps back in.
Grease. Lots of grease.
brutal.
Curtis, how did she get that black guy? Bitch, I was swinging from the ceiling like Tarzan and smacked her with my nut. Bo, I'm sure he was burying his head in the sauce pits at Spaghetti Works.
That's because Kelly used to work at Spaghetti Works. That's where he gets the grease from.
Josh, Curtis. Oh, Curtis, the dialogue doesn't work, but the visuals sure do. We'll put that in the bank. Bo, knocked her back 18 inches.
Well, it would have.
Josh, this is fun, guys. It's a great idea for podcast material, don't you think? I don't think it is, Josh.
Let me pull the curtain back. Pull the curtain.
I don't think anybody's done this group text gone awry. Curtis, funny thing is, I was talking text on that one. Bo, I think it's a perfect setting. That's the working title right there. Curtis, Tarzan these nuts.
I don't think that's the working title.
Bo, Josh, yes, it's great, bro. I got the pantyhose and oranges in a rope. We just need a willing recipient to get these nuts splashed on their face. Bo, was he a luchador? Luchador.
I'm always 2 lines back.
Josh, I only know 2. Who would win in that fight, Tarzan or a luchador? Asked Curtis. Bo, just let Curtis use his burner phone from his Tinder days. Nuts flying and flipping all over the place. You'll get someone eventually, like an entire wad of Big League Chew flying from a ceiling fan. Josh, I'll hook up my sprinkler and put some white foam in it. Oh, I've been waiting for a reason to buy a fucking case of Big League too. Big League Chew.
Who isn't?
Bo, I think Tarzan could call for outside I think Tarzan could call for outside interference from a lion.
That's why Tarzan beat a luchador.
Curtis, 2 messages behind. Make sure it's the tractor sprinkler.
Yeah, that's the only problem with it. We have to have like pauses.
Bo, get the grape. I'll take 3, Josh. I'm glad to see my writing team's in full force. I'm proud of you boys. I run out of ideas. I don't even know what kind of gas to put in my car anymore because I'm so fucking brain dead. Bo, we need some more participation, but the table theory holds.
Josh,
Some boys got to wrap feet in the cold, wet bandage. I'm sure you guessed, son. They got time for this shit. Love you, Devastate. Boy, you're pumping out content like Wheezy mixtapes in the 2000s.
That's a lot of content.
We just gonna get better. Trying to clean out my jizz stain with soapy bubble suds. You finish my sentence, you son of a bitch, or I finish yours, you dirty son of a bitch. Well, repetition breeds confidence, son. Use an orange peel. It's not gonna help the stain, but it helps with the smell of shame. It doesn't when you're sucking your own... Stroking. It doesn't when you're stroking your own cock. It just makes you feel worse. Shit gets smaller and wrinkly. Brown gravy and a slice of bread. It's a good band name.
There you go.
That could have been an AC/DC hit.
He keeps always saying that. He's like, he loves the. He's like, you need to do a brown gravy song.
Brown gravy's
You gotta
good.
do a brown gravy song.
That'll too, because Timmy could sing along. Brown gravy and a slice of bread.
That's all a million albums.
Josh, hopefully that's not racist, Bo. I don't see how it can't be.
Perfect.
But we're really talking about how broke we are. We need to eat brown gravy and a slice of bread. That's a pretty cheap meal.
Right.
I mean, it's AC/DC, and a little to one of their songs is the title. And the title to one of their songs is Salty. That's the gimmick and how we sell it to the press. And it's the maturation something. Well, the salty brown gravy and slice of bread kind of puts a little salt on it. Masturbation, LOL. Well, nothing work. That's the universal language. That's how you get through to these numbskulls. Everybody jerks off. I wonder how Dano and Doug are doing. Curtis, I ain't no slice of bread though from Walmart. It's homemade bread that you forgot was in the cooker and is hot as fuck. Josh,
Worst bread.
you gotta put gravy on that hot ass bread. It softens it up, boy. Try it. Bo, let it soak for an hour, and it's back. Well, we got plenty of content. I'd say it's a start. Get it. Sit the fuck down, you piece of shit. Jeremy jumps in. I'm still hard.
That's tremendous. I know.
Yes! Can I request that Mario Mendoza do my voiceover work? This motherfucker. So is this the beans? Yeah, he'd be happy to do it as long as he could get out of his 8-year-old grandma's house. I mean his wife's. Bread. Jeremy.
What are you doing?
No, this is somebody. Yeah. That's very more. Fuck, I'm hungry for some
Don't just
gravy,
click that
baby.
out.
What's that? Wrap it up?
Mario
Take that
won't-
one out.
No,
Leave that
Mario
one out.
won't listen to it. Don't worry.
What did I do?
Nothing.
I think I skipped it anyway.
It's alright. He's alright. Mario don't have an 80-year-old wife. That's fine.
Aye. Records indicate that was a lie.
Mario.
He just watched Body of Evidence with Madonna. He's up now. I think it's Raining
I
Gravy.
remember that was
It's
me.
Raining and Gravy. Oh shit! What? We can't win another hit. It's Raining Gravy. Get the tarp. It's heavy and brown. Nice poor body evidence. I probably would have died before I waited, even though that was something. Omni Theta, 1993. Fucking voice text. You get it.
That's where I saw it.
I'd fuck her. I'd loosen up that plastic. Extra gravy for the popcorn. Oh yeah, I'm sure she's Oh yeah, I'm sure she's shit loosely 3 to 4 times daily. Salty and tangy taste. I mean, yeah, these tits got Guy Ritchie.
They did. They got Guy Ritchie.
Oh. Didn't make no goddamn sense. Sorry, there was talk of popcorn. I mean, there's no moisture on those titties anymore. They've been lathered around by so many. Let's just leave it at so many. I don't know. Well,
There's another fucking group text from
yeah.
The
I think,
Kevorkian kids.
I think, yeah, it's another group text for the Kevorkian kids.
They all need to be locked up.
Definitely.
Don't forget about the gravy. We won't ever forget about the gravy. That's the funny topping. We put gravy on everything. Like a chicken fried steak. I wouldn't even snooze you. Motherfuckers better keep that in the fryer long enough. 1 hour response time max. You don't want it to get too tough. The gravy is supposed to make it soggy. I'm out, motherfuckers. I work in 7 hours. Gotta be quick with the wrist. We got our first tap out. It's a fair leave. He's got a gravy boat to fill.
It all comes back around.
I just had to cocoa butter the invalid. Did you go heel to head or vice versa? Alright, let's put all our hands in a group and tap out. If not, there's gonna be hell to pay. Did the Judge Reinhold? Rock solid. I'm gonna watch Dark Side of the Ring. Well, the judge is on vacation to the coast, but the interim judge could still make a bunch of fucking ridiculous comments if you would like, my homies. But I still haven't ate my enchilada yet. Don't forget the gravy. I'm gonna bail and go fill a gravy boat myself. I'm making a buttload as we speak or something. He's making something as we speak. I just shot spit words nowadays. I'm out.
That's good.
Yeah, I feel like the cops are gonna be called because handicap fucking jerking me off. Night, boys. I confirmed Moby's friend request at pure boredom. It could be a good time. Lord have mercy. Well, fuck you guys. I'm going home.
All right, there we go.
All right.
You gotta leave?
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
Ridiculous is out the house.
Peace out, August.
Come say goodbye.
All right, gentlemen. Always good. We'll see you next week at the pits. And,
May the Lord have mercy on
And
you.
thou shalt love
Always.
the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Deuteronomy 6:5. And thou shalt
All right.
To quote JC, keep your unit on you.
Keep
Yes.
your unit on you. Ridiculous hour.
Don't chop it off.
Bang, 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 bang.
And don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose the funk on a nasty dunk.
Oh, ho, 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 Smithers.